Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky.
Hey, what's up YouTube? I wanted to create this video real quick and to show you how you can start a really easy business on Etsy. So you can create epoxy products. So epoxy is, when I grew up, we called it resin. Maybe, I'm not sure if that's just what I was taught to do, or if that's what my mom called it or what, but yeah, so epoxy is just basically a substance that you buy and you create, and you mix the two together and it gets hard. I mean, that's like the most simplest way to say it. So when I was a little girl, my mom used to put epoxy in her floral arrangements, and she's actually thinking about doing it again. So yeah, we would do that. We would pour it, and we would pour it, and it looks like water, as you're pouring it, and it would look like water would just sit at the bottom of the vase, and it would get hard. She sold those, and she did a bunch of other things too, but that was like her side hustle. She made these beautiful floral arrangements. So that's a really good idea. Also, like, I'm gonna show you a few products that I created with epoxy. I will try to insert a video. I created a really dope rolling tray for a friend of mine, and it's a Friday one. So we took that and we created the rolling tray, and I put all the Friday characters in there. I'm gonna insert a clip. So I'm gonna show you a few things that I created, which obviously I'm happy about these chest sets that I have over here. This one I have in here because I think this is my favorite. And then one of these is my mom's that I need to drop off actually today, and then another one that I just did just to have. This one right here is actually a mistake. Like, I didn't mean to start a new chest set, and then I was like, let me just make it clear. So I thought the clear was dope, so let me show you. So this one I am calling Fire and Ice because it's hot, and I'm going to take this off of here and show you, like, these pieces are really dope. So let me take all these pieces off of here and show you how the board looks. This is what the board looks like. It is clear, and even where the red is, this is how I created it. And one thing that I like about epoxy is that you're in control of all of it. You are in control of the color, everything you want to do, where you want everything at. All you have to do is buy the molds. Now I'm going to show you real quick a few things that I've made that I still have here that I didn't sell when I had that company, which I still do things here and there. And it's also something that, like, if you check out my other videos, I'm doing epoxy stuff. I have these little epoxy gun molds that sit in my studio in an ashtray that I just thought was dope because it's like, it has roses, like Guns and Roses in it. Okay, do your research, because a lot of people are getting messed up because they're not taking the proper precautions when it comes to epoxy. So epoxy is something that you want to make sure you're in a very ventilated room. You have the, like, usually when I do it, I have my balcony open, we're blowing the fan out, I have the air coming through the front, and I have the air conditioner on, which is so tricky because you actually need it to be warm for the epoxy to get hot and work. So do your research, okay? But this is a very simple thing. You can buy your epoxy at Hobby Lobby, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it at Michael's. You can get your epoxy anywhere, and I would just probably start out with something small and see how you like it, see how ventilated you can get things, see if you like working with epoxy. I actually do like working with epoxy, but I don't want to work with epoxy 24/7, like all the time. I don't want to constantly be making products anymore, but it's fun to do when I want to do something. Like on my birthday, I wanted to do a chest set, so let me show you some more things that I made with epoxy. Okay, this is a set that I created for my mom. I hope you're able to see that. And the chest pieces, the checker pieces came with it. She didn't request that, but I had more epoxy, so I went ahead and did that for her. Then because I had more resin, I decided to give her a little ashtray here where there's 3 places to put your smokes, And that's pretty. Let me show you another ashtray that I have just like that. Okay, this ashtray, this is something that I sold on Etsy. And if you see the detail, like there's gold in it. And I actually just made two because she requested one and it went with her rolling tray set. And since I was making it, I was like, oh, this is really cute. This is like my royal set. The pieces are falling, but you can see pretty much what I'm talking about. Like this one, I did this one for myself. I like this one. I ended up liking the clear one better, but all the pieces are white. And this goes to the other one. So this is the Guns N' Roses that I was talking about that I have here in my studio. It's really pretty. I have a video of this one when I made this one, although I wasn't really that into YouTube when I did it, so you know, I'm probably not even on screen. I'm probably not even showing my face in some of those videos. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite sets. And I like these too because if you have roses, somebody gives you roses and it's something that you want to keep, like your birthday roses or whatever, you can keep them in a keepsake forever. So if you want to know how to specifically do some of this stuff, I'll do another video. But most of these, I have videos of these in my earlier days. You just have to look through them. I did take a lot of my older videos off when I decided to take YouTube serious. So this one is just, don't mind the purple. This is just what the molds look like. Okay, so you buy the mold on Amazon, you mix your epoxy, you pour the epoxy down into the mold. It will dry exactly how you leave it. Don't mess with it, don't touch it. They say 48 hours. I never wait that long, but it will bend up if you don't wait until it's ready. I am so impatient that unfortunately I don't ever wait. But yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do. You've got your products. Now, you know, you obviously want to set your profit margin where you can allow yourself to make money from it. You know, look at how much you're spending on epoxy. You order it in bulk if you decide this is the route you want to go. And then, you know, count it out. Is it worth it? You know, make sure your prices are worth it. For me, I know I was always able to double my money. Unfortunately, I like to triple my money in a lot of ways. So I loved the money that I made doing this, and it's a really good come up, especially if you're doing something that is customized. Everybody likes customized, especially on Etsy. So if you could customize stuff like my brother's, I'm gonna see if I could find a picture of it, but my brother's, I put like his picture in there where he was out in Mexico on a boat. And that's his rolling tray. I should call him and ask him how it's doing, because the friend of mine that I did the Friday stuff for, he just sent it to me the other day and was like, it's still dope. And it's been about a year or so. Oh, also, if you're looking to start a store, I have a bunch of videos below. I have a bunch of videos on how to start it. If you use my Shopify code, you get $100 credit. Read that terms and conditions, but you get $100. I get $100 towards your subscription. I believe yours would be towards your subscription too. But yeah, check that out, and check out my other videos, how to start a Shopify store, money I made on Etsy, how to import products from Alibaba. And yeah, thanks so much for watching.
Fine light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds.